Bear with me, it's been a while since I've talked to a camera, and I realized that I probably look terrible. I'll admit that. Look at this gray in my hair, holy crap. Basically I wanted to make a video because I haven't made a video in a really long time, and I suddenly got the urge a couple of days ago to go over my old, my old accounts and watch all of those videos, and I just got real nostalgic for making videos, and I learned a lot from rewatching those videos and realized that I'm at a pretty good place, so as compared to that. So I'm gonna keep all of those videos on my channel, and I'm gonna start posting that channel again. I'm obviously going to change the name of it. I already did. It's called Dear Me now. So look me up. Basically, those videos were 5 years ago, which is insane. And I just found myself just really feeling sad and, I don't know, like, glad that I'm not her anymore. And I thought, you know, it might be fun to do that again, to make videos now, 5 years later, and then 5 years from now watch these videos and see where I am now. I hope I'm not feeling sad for myself now. Like 5 years from now, future me, are you sad about me? Am I a sad individual? I mean, maybe. Because I mean, not much has changed except for like my philosophy on life. That girl and I are still very similar. We're living in the same place. We still have the same dog. We still don't have a boyfriend or a husband or plan to. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting, I'll say that. So I kind of wanted to get on here and talk about some things, I guess. Whatever comes to mind. I wrote a couple things down, but I think the first thing I want to do is just go over my old videos, and just see which of those just don't relate to me anymore, and which ones still do. So I thought I'd just start at the beginning here. I've got my laptop here, and it's got my old videos on it. So I'm just gonna look at it real quick. The first video is called Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Autism, Wonder Woman 1984, LGBTQI+. It's here. No. Anyway, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, still a good book. I think it's really good. I never finished the series. I still have the last two to go. So 5 years later, and I never picked up the rest of the books, but I still own them, and I'll eventually read them, read them again one day. I do want to read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy again, because I remember really enjoying it, and I think I'm in a different, I think so differently about the world now, that I think it'd be interesting to go back and read something that I enjoyed before I was a Christian, mostly. I've been doing that a lot lately with TV shows and stuff like that, and so, yeah, I think that would be interesting. So autism, whatever. I don't have autism. I mean, I have got a little bit of the tism, but that's just like a meme. Wonder Woman 1984. Still haven't seen it. Still will never see it. Yeah, no desire. Pedro Pascal is in it, I guess. Since 5 years ago, I've realized that Pedro Pascal is terrible. And LGBTQA+. Huh. If you know, you know. I don't believe in any of that shit anymore. So, second video was just that. Aromantic Awareness Week was the third video. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't believe in aromanticism at all. I don't believe in labels, so, I mean, I think that's mostly just the thing. Like, I think it's interesting, that I still haven't really felt, like, romantic feelings towards anybody. I find that interesting. But I don't think that's like because I can't. I think it's just because nobody's interested in me. Fourth video, let's see. Disney's Marvel series. Ooh, okay. Yes, I have a very different I have a very different view on this one now. So yeah. At the time, I think I had only watched WandaVision. That was the only one that was out at the time that I posted this video. And I was super excited about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And because I still think that Falcon and the Winter Soldier could have been good. And I think at the time I was hoping and praying that it was good, and it just wasn't. But I was too in the Marvel, like, I was such a fangirl that, like, they can do no wrong in my vision. So yeah, I still think that Sam and Bucky are a great pair, and they could have done a really good job with the show, and they failed. And then Captain America, Brave New World came out, and I never saw it because I was so off the Marvel hype train at that time, because I haven't seen a Marvel movie since Shang-Chi, I think, which is, yeah, so that's saying something. I used to be a huge Marvel fan, and I still am. I just want good Marvel movies, and there just hasn't been any. So, and there hasn't been good Marvel series either. I did watch Loki. It was bad. And obviously my mind has changed about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My mind has changed about WandaVision. Not good. Yeah, they're all bad. I don't think there's a single Marvel show that is any good. And if there is, I haven't seen it. Next video is called The Future is Scary. Yep. Next video is called My Room is Clean. Ooh, yeah, my room is clean. My room is clean right now. I'm pretty stoked. I mean, there's some clothes right there, but I'll get rid of it later, I guess. So yeah. Next one is fan fiction completion. Okay, yes, the Harry Potter fanfiction competition that I was a part of. I really enjoyed that. It was so much fun. I have not written a fanfiction in a really long time, and I don't read fanfiction anymore. I think it's because, honestly, they're, I don't want to say bad, because I think some of them are really good, but I will say they are, they're lacking in morals. Let's go with that. Next is the Golden Trio give that headcanon an A. I was gonna make like this whole like I remember I was gonna make like this whole like series of videos, and it was called Give That Headcanon an A, and basically I was gonna assign characters like either autistic, ADHD, aromantic, asexual, or agender, and see if it works. And so I did it for the Harry Potter trio. I did for Harry Potter, which I concluded, which I was surprised about, that I wasn't gonna give him one. I didn't think that any of them made sense, and I still don't, obviously. And then Hermione was autistic, and then Ron was ADHD. Honestly, it's not my worst video. I actually kind of liked it. I don't agree with it anymore, but I think it's interesting. So, and then, my next one is, no update is a good update. Pretty basic. Oh, okay, my next one was gender. Okay, so, let's talk about gender real quick. If you think that you are a boy, when you're actually a girl, and if you think that you're a girl when you're actually a boy, you need to seek help, and you need to seek help from, I wouldn't say therapy, because they aren't allowed to tell you that you're wrong at this current moment in our timeline. It might be getting better. I doubt it. At the moment, it's pretty sus. I wouldn't recommend doing that. So maybe, I guess, like, I don't know, the church. Yeah, maybe just go to church. I mean, I'm not a big church goer, which is a whole other can of worms that I don't want to talk about right now. But I would maybe seek somebody who understands humanity. You know? So, yeah. I don't believe in any of that bullshit gender, transgender garbage anymore. I will say that I'm being pretty blunt in this video. And that's because, honestly, nobody's watching this except me. So, I'm posting it so that it will live forever on the internet. And other people can see it. But I doubt I'll blow up or anything. This is literally just for me. Next is chatting about workplace sitcoms while I take care of myself. This was actually a really interesting video. I was watching it and I thought it was really funny because I made a great point that I hadn't thought about in years. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Which was like the fact that a workplace sitcom is more realistic than any other style of sitcom, because a workplace sitcom has coworkers and the actors in the sitcom are also coworkers, you know, which I thought was interesting. And it made me think of like sitcoms that I've seen in recent years, which there aren't many because sitcoms have died. But I remember there was Schitt's Creek. And Schitt's Creek is like a town sitcom, obviously, but it's also just a family sitcom. But two of the characters in it are family members, you know, like Dan Levy and Eugene Levy are father and son. And so I was like, oh, well, they're also family, so they can do a family sitcom and make it seem very realistic, which I thought was interesting. But otherwise, I do kind of agree that a workplace sitcom, which they don't make anymore, is the most like authentic of sitcoms because they are coworkers as well. Outside, like the meta of it is they are also coworkers. And then the other part of that video was while taking care of myself. So I was making food while I was doing it, and I was getting so distracted. It was hilarious. And I just remember, because I don't do it anymore, but it was like a HelloFresh box. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But yeah, I'm glad I don't do HelloFresh anymore. That shit was expensive. No, not worth it. Let's see. Next is a video called Coming to America. I want to leave this country. I completely disagree with this now. I do not want to leave this country. This country is like the last bastion on earth that is doing anything good. I am very patriotic now. And go Trump. And then Coming to America, I remember I was, in that video, I was mostly just like, it has no plot, but everybody looked very beautiful, and I still agree with that. I think that the fashion in that movie is so good. And I agree that it doesn't have a plot. Next is Attack on Titan. Will humanity ever achieve true freedom? It was just a season 1 and season 2 spoiler. So, as of now, I think Attack on Titan is my third favorite TV show of all time. I have seen it multiple times through now, and I love it with all of my heart. And no, humanity does never achieves true freedom. Except for we can, because Jesus Christ. So, yeah. I think Attack on Titan is so interesting because Jesus doesn't exist in that universe, but it is still, I think it's still our world. Like, I think where they live is Madagascar. So, I find that interesting. It's like the world ended and then started again, which you can kind of get in the finale of Attack on Titan. And I find it interesting that Jesus doesn't exist in the world anymore. It's almost like he came back already, and this is what happens afterwards, which I have thought about a lot with my own like stories that I want to write. So I thought that was interesting. Next is called Too Tired. Yeah, same. Next is What I'm Trying to Read. And there was, well, the first one was Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is, I still have never read it, but I did like the movie, and I'm really looking forward to the new Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, which I also haven't read, but I'm looking forward to the movie. So I think that the movie of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is actually really good. I think the main guy is extremely good looking, and I really love him. So, you know. And then I think there was other books in there that I was trying to read. Oh, I never finished it. Yeah, there was the Torch of the Night, which was like the second in this series, and I still have it, and I still have not finished it. I still only got halfway through and I never picked it up again. It's so funny because I binged that first book and I never picked up the second one. It's so hilarious. I did finish All the Wood She Watches Over, which is, I mean, it was an interesting book. I should look up what happened to her. I wonder if she's still making videos. I'll have to look into that. Yeah. I don't remember if there was any other books in that one. Next video is called He is Beautiful Even If He Is a Dude. And this was me referencing the fact that my mom texted my brother when he showed a picture of his son when he was only like 2 months old or whatever. And my mom was like, oh, he's beautiful. And then my dad texted in reply, like, handsome? You mean handsome, ... And it's like, I was so pissed at the time, which I find really funny. Now I don't give a fuck, but whatever. Like, you do you. I still think my parents are bad at texting in general. But they're kind of bad at everything, so they can't pick up the phone either, so it doesn't matter. Next is the forced labor of society built on capitalism is giving me anxiety. It's the only solution. There is no other way of living. Capitalism is it. Until we find another solution, like, it's not going to be socialism, it's not going to be communism, so capitalism is how we're going to have to live. But I do agree that it is hard to constantly have to worry about money. It is very, very difficult. I'm still dealing with it. I'm still struggling with it. I don't have nearly as good of a job now as I did 5 years ago, which is sad. So yeah, I'm struggling big time when it comes to money. I'm in like thousands of dollars of debt, and that's hard. I think it's the debt. The debt is really difficult. And at 27, I had zero debt. I had savings. I did not have debt. And so this is a different life. It's all my fault. It has nothing to do with capitalism. It's a struggle to have to think about money, but that is just the way our society is built, and no other society is more fruitful than a capitalistic society. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Next video is called Fine, I'll Work, Whatever. Exactly. You'll work. Whatever. Next is My Rebirth Was Overwhelming But Worth It. Ooh, okay. So that version of me was talking about the fact that she was a romantic. This version of me is very grateful that I had a rebirth in Jesus Christ. I am so grateful that he saved me, that he came into my life at a time when I was really, really struggling, and saved me from destruction. And so it was overwhelming, for sure, and a lot of my family does not agree with me still about the fact that Jesus Christ is true and beautiful and the way, and that heaven is real, and that angels are real, and that demons are real, and yeah, they don't agree with that. But and I struggled with that for a really long time, and I still kind of struggle with that, the fact that I'm kind of alone. And that is a reason why I kind of want to move to Utah, is at least, like, my sister-in-law and my sort of brother, like, my brother is sort of there, but, like, my sister-in-law believes in Jesus. So that'd be kind of nice to just have somebody else believe the same thing I do. That'd be nice. Next video is called Reading My Own Harry Potter Fanfic. This is just me reading a fanfic, which is really funny because it was, I remembered it vividly. I started reading it, she started reading it, I started reading it, and I was like, yeah, I could tell you exactly what happens in this story. It was really funny. Next video is called I Have No Idea What This Video Is About. Dude, I was really good at writing titles for videos. I wonder what I'm gonna write this one about. Probably just like the old me. Reflecting on the old me. I think that sounds good. Reflecting on the old me. Next is called Winter's Orbit Book Review. I actually really liked this video because I I actually regret getting rid of that book when I was like, ew. Anything gay, just like get it out of my vicinity. Because I actually do remember really enjoying that book, and I really liked the fact that it was more about, and I reminded myself that the book wasn't really about like gay people. It was about like, what do you call that? Like, where a person is manipulated. It's about manipulation and how you can get trauma from manipulation and not realize that you are stuck in that traumatic loop. And when somebody's actually nice to you, you just can't comprehend what that means. And so I regret getting rid of that book, because I would actually like to read it again. And so maybe I will one day. Yeah. Next is called Body Feeling versus Brain Feeling. Yeah. I mean, I still kind of get this. I still kind of understand this, and the funny thing is I labeled it Autism Acceptance Month, episode 2 or whatever, because the first one was episode 1. Anyway, so yeah, autism acceptance. And I'm not sure I agree that this is like an autistic thing. I just think it's just like you sort of like, I don't know. I'm not a professional when it comes to autism, you know? Like, I never got myself diagnosed. Like, none of that relates to me. I'm still just me. So, any of these videos where I be like, is this an autism thing? I don't know. Although this next video is called, wait, was I an ABA? And I think I was. Dude, I totally forgot about this, but she was like, I was freaking out in this video. Like, I think I was an ABA, and that I was like, basically, like, my parents knew that I was autistic from the beginning. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm not autistic. I'm just saying that I am very high functioning and don't need to worry about it. Next is called A Very Casual, Unscientific Rant About Executive Dysfunction. Again, I'm not a professional. I don't know shit about autism. Next is called International Ace Day. Right, because I'm asexual, I guess. Still a virgin, but for different reasons now. Or the same reasons that it's always been, is that I want to be in love. And I don't want to just have sex with some random person, and I feel kind of gross about that, but now it's got like Christian undertones. Next video is called, Is This a Symptom of Echolalia? Echolalia? Whatever. I don't know. What was I talking about? Oh, it was about reading out loud, which I still do and I love to do. Love reading out loud. It's the best. I don't think it has anything to do with echolalia, but whatever. Next is Falcon and the Winter Soldier review. Oh, okay. So in this review, I fucking loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought it was brilliant. And somebody actually commented on it and was like, really? It's the only comment on the entire video. It's got 40 views, and it's just, yeah, I don't agree with that anymore. It's so funny. Next is Skate the Infinity and Admiration. I think that Skate the Infinity is still really good. However, I have not seen it since I made that video. So I could just have rose-colored glasses on. I still remember the final, like, down the mountain and when he gets into the flow state. I mean, it's just kind of burned into my brain. But it's nowhere. I can't watch it anymore, so. Next is called Sarcasm and Parody. I mean, yeah, I like both. I'm not sure what that video is about. I don't remember. Next is called What I Learned on TikTok Today. Yeah, I don't have a TikTok anymore. I watch things on Reels, and I send them to my sister, and that's kind of all we do. That's all I do on TikTok, or on Instagram. That's kind of it. It's just, sharing some fun stuff with my sister, and I've got pretty decent stuff. The things I learned on TikTok in that video were garbage and not real. So, just ignore that. Next is called Masking versus just having a filter. I don't know. I'm not a professional when it comes to autism. How many times do I have to say it? Next is called Book Haul. It's really funny. All the books in this book haul, I never read. I never read a single one of them. Not like once. I think I opened 2 of them and put them back, and yeah, now they're all gone. They're not on my shelf anymore. They're all gay. They're all fucking gay. So, next is called Being Open-Minded is a False Narrative. And honestly, it is. So, but for different reasons than I mentioned in that video. So, being open-minded, it's letting like all sorts of other people's thoughts into your thoughts. Like, you don't have a firm foundation. Being open-minded is actually very scary, and you shouldn't do it. It's why you shouldn't do yoga. You shouldn't allow yourself to be opened up to demons. And I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, I was crazy in this was crazy. I was crazy here, okay? Not here. I have a firm foundation in Jesus Christ now. I am much less crazy. I believe in certain things. I have certain conspiracy theories that I do enjoy. But I'm not insane like I was here. Here I was insane, okay? I was insane. Next is called eugenics. Again, don't agree with it. I think it's completely wrong. Most of this is just me ranting about the fact that my mom was like, it's so easy to have a kid on your own now. Because I was aromantic at the time, but she still thought I wanted to be a mom on my own. No. A child does not deserve that. A child needs a mother and a father. I'm not saying that children without a mom or a dad, or just a single mom or just a single dad, like, are no less valid than any others, but I would never put a child through that, of just having me. Could you imagine? I mean, they would kill themselves. Next is our new Captain America. Yep. I was on that. Sam is Captain America, just like rah bullshit. America's racist. It's not. We're fine. We're actually probably one of the least racist countries in the entire world, and honestly, we should be more racist. Next is social gatherings when you're on the spectrum. I mean, I still don't like social gatherings, but I don't think that's because I'm on the spectrum. I think it's just because I'm an introvert, which is another thing that I hate to label myself, but honestly, it's so true. I'm sorry, I'm not an extrovert. I hate people. Like, I love people. Like, I love them, but from a distance. Okay? I don't need to hear about your bullshit stories. I don't care. I literally could care less. Sometimes I get a little jealous when my sister and her husband, like, go to dinner parties without me. That's mostly because they go to couples dinner parties, and I'm not part of a couple. And so I had to hear about it later. Like, and I was like, oh, like, I wish I got to spend some time with these people that I love. But then I'm like, oh, no, that sounds terrible. I don't want to go. Next is embracing my current hyperfixation. Oh, this is when I bought my computer. And yes, I still have that computer. And no, I don't play on it. Occasionally I do. I mean, I'll turn it on and it'll run, barely. Next is gushing about the Dream SMP for 23 minutes. Still love the Dream SMP. I think it's so fun. I still love Dream. I'm still subscribed to Dream. I still love Minecraft. I still love watching Minecraft. I think it's gotten a little gay, but that has stopped being, like, ugh, for me. So, like, I still don't like gay people. I mean, that sounds bad. I love all people, and I hope that they live a happy and fulfilling life. But I don't want to see it. Next is working on my second persona. Yes, this is when I was getting another, like, handle, like a Twitter handle. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still have another Twitter handle, but that's like my pseudonym for writing books, because I don't want to write under my own name. Next is step 2 complete, sound check. No idea what that means. I think that was when I moved my bedroom around. That's right. I moved my bedroom around so I could make room for my computer, which I never planned, and I still have, and I probably should get rid of and get a PlayStation. Because then I'll probably play more video games, but I refuse to turn on my computer. It's just the worst. Moriarty the Patriot thoughts and me trying to get myself out of a funk. Moriarty and the Patriot, I completely forgot about. Completely. And I actually had to add it to my list of shows that I watch, because I actually keep a list because I'm slightly autistic. And and I had to add it and add it to my list of things to rewatch if I ever find it again, because I do remember enjoying that, and I do remember thinking that it was well done and enjoyable. So, and then me trying to get myself out of the funk, dude, same. I've been funky lately, but that's another thing. I mean, that's why I started watching these old videos anyway. I just was like, oh, what did the old me like? And I was like, we're still pretty similar. And then finally, goals versus dreams was the last one from 5 years ago. I still think goals and dreams are different, and that you should focus more on goals than on dreams, because goals are achievable, and dreams are something that only could be achieved by luck or by praying. And so yeah, I think that's interesting. I thought it was an interesting video. Actually, I really liked that one. And then finally, 3 years ago, I posted a video replying to all of my videos when I first became a Christian, and just the title of the video was "I Was Wrong." And I was. I was. All of that bullshit, oh my gosh, it was so bad. And I really should stop cursing. I curse way too much. But anyway, I was wrong. Yeah. But I'm not gonna get rid of those videos because those were me. And I refuse to get rid of them. I refuse to take them off of the internet. You could watch them if you want. If you stumble upon this video and you're like, hey, what was you like before? You can check them out. They'll be there. Just under this one. So, yeah. 32 minutes. That's pretty good. I'd like to keep going because I had some other things that I wanted to talk about, but maybe I'll save that for tomorrow because I would plan on maybe doing another video tomorrow. So this was good. Reflecting on the old me. I think that was a really good reflection, and I got really into talking, like, very fast. Pretty proud of myself. So I am going to take one thing away from the reflection of the old me, which is this. You could say a lot of shit about who I was as a person 5 years ago at 27 before I found Christ, and there's plenty. But that girl was not self-conscious because she was just like, whoop, turn on. I was like, oh, I gotta do my hair. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, I've got like a little zit right here. And then I was like, no, Rachel, this is you. Just turn on the camera and do the video. And that's it. And that's it. So yeah, this is a good video. I think I'm gonna post this for sure. And hopefully, hey, future me, 5 years from now, I hope you're in a really good place, and I hope that this was a good rundown of your previous videos. Know that you did cry when watching your old videos, especially the ones where they are very, very sad. There was also one, which I don't remember which one it was, but there was one talking about the hike you went on in the snow. Yeah. You remember. You remember. Good trip. Anyway, I love you. I hope you're doing well. That was my dog. I hope he's doing well. Probably not. He's probably dead by this time. Although, 15. He'll be 15. He can still be alive. And decrepit. Oh my gosh, I could just imagine him 5 years from now. He's already so decrepit. Here, Sirius, come here. Come here. Come here. Let's show the internet you. Here's my dog. Yep. This is what he looks like now. He's an old man. He's an old balding man. And his teeth are terrible, and it's because I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I'm sorry. But I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You're the best. That's it for me. I gotta do a new sign off. I used to say, I'll see you later, adios. But fuck Spanish. So, let's go with may the Lord bless you and keep you. Amen.